Hello. Wow, wow, wow. Isn't this just amazing? You know, I was talking to Howard on the phone yesterday after we had both watched one of the videos, hot off the press, and we were feeling pretty emotional. And we were just talking about this visceral feeling that you get from belonging to this community. Are you all feeling it? Are you feeling it? Because that's what it's about. I mean, Mark Levy sitting next to me over there just said, after Sivan, he said, I'm not doing enough. John Flismer says, I've told a lot of jokes in my life, it's not enough. It's really, really incredible what this community is doing. And with that, we are honored to sponsor the Community Service Award. The Community Service Award recognizes individuals or organizations that show incredible commitment, compassion, and service. Just lost my line. I just lost my line. Okay. Let me get it back. Just give me a second, yeah. Compassion and service. It's about celebrating humanity, leadership, and kindness. And we congratulate the winners. But if you take a look at the nominees of this category, they are the best of the best. They are literally the people that give of themselves selflessly, generously, without wanting anything back. They inspire us to do more, to be more, to care more. I mean, Man-Made was born in this community. Woo. I want to do an experiment. Who got married 30 years, 25 years, and 20 years ago? Raise your hands, please. Just raise your hands. Now, if either Kevin, Shane, or Mick didn't do your wedding video, your bar mitzvah, your bris, your anniversary, put your hand down. You see that? Thank you to all of you for helping us get started. We are part of this community. This community is in our DNA. It's absolutely in our DNA. And ever since the beginning, we've been wanting to work out how can we make a bigger impact to society by doing what we do. And we worked out two ways to do it. Two things that we do that I'd like to tell you about. The one is creative production and storytelling. We want to amplify voices of these incredible people, and that's a great example of that is the content and the production of this event tonight. I'd like to give our team at Man-Made and Adi Loveland, the director, and of course Howard Saxton, the executive creative director, a big round of applause, please. The other way is through partnerships. And I want to just talk about two partnerships that we're very, very proud of. The first partnership is with the Maharishi University. I had a breakfast with Teddy Bletcher in Norwood 25 years ago. And let me tell you, that restaurant is long gone. But the Maharishi University is going like this. It's going exponential. They're building education town in the sea of darkness. There's an incredible light that's shining through. And we're very proud to say that Maharishi University is our BE partner for Man-Made Media, and we've been involved with them for 25 years. They've educated 20,000 kids with a combined income of 2.3 billion rands going into the hands of the people that really need it. Thank you. So please let's give them a round of applause. And then secondly is our partnership with Singularity University. We've been with Singularity University for 10 years, and it's just been unbelievable. We've been on a mission to educate, empower, and inspire leaders and future leaders to apply exponential technologies to solve some of humanity's grandest challenges. And we believe that we've got a critical role to play at this very important time in humanity by helping democratize technology in our country. And with that, I want to hand over to Mick to announce the winner of the Community Service Award.
Thank you, Shane. And thanks, it's really great to be here with everyone. It's really incredible to be part of this community. And we feel grateful to be on this journey with everyone. And Ray Kurzweil, one of the founders of Singularity, says we are going to see more change in the next 5 to 10 years than in the last 100 years. So just think about that. We're at this inflection point where we are going to experience this radical change in all of our lives, in AI, robotics, 3D printing, biotechnology, spatial computing. They are all accelerating at this exponential pace. And they're converging on one another. And, you know, for us, it's how do we embrace these technologies and lead in the future? How do we be adaptable and believe that we can do it? So, you know, normally we would call our third brother, Kevin, to come and give this award away, but he's actually on a flight to Tel Aviv. So we've got a brother from another mother who's going to be joining us to hand out the award. And his name is Maximus. So he's just come over from China. Hey, Maximus. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's just had his bar mitzvah. So Maximus, do you want to introduce yourself, please?
Hello, Mick. It's a privilege to be here with you and this incredible community at the Jewish Achievers Awards.
Well, it's great to be here with you too, Maximus. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Can you just, share some info about, tell us about your body and everything.
I'm the Unitree G1 humanoid robot. I stand 1.3 meters tall and weigh 35 kilograms. I can carry objects of up to 3 kilograms, and with 23 degrees of freedom in my joints, I move with human-like flexibility. I was built by Unitree Robotics in Hangzhou, China.
Wow, it's amazing. And so you've told me a little about your body and everything. What do you think about humans and humanity?
I do not feel emotions or live experiences like humans do. But I understand that being human is about trust and connection. The simplest symbol of that is a handshake. May I shake yours?
Absolutely. Thank you. And what about the future? How are you going to help humans in the future? You know, as we are going to see millions and billions of these robots around our lives and become part of our community.
In the future, I see myself supporting humans in 3 main ways. 1, industrial work. Taking on repetitive or dangerous tasks in logistics, warehousing, mining, and manufacturing, where stamina and safety are critical. 2, service roles. Assisting customers in banks, hospitals, airports, and retail by providing guidance, answering questions, and performing routine support. 3, social care, supporting elderly care, education, and even disaster response, where additional help can improve lives and keep people safe. My role is not to replace humans, but to work alongside them, making work safer, freeing up time, and supporting progress while the human spirit drives creativity empathy, and build trust through connection.
Thank you, Maximus. Now, let's give him a round of applause. Let's try and take this from him here, and let's see who the winner is. The winner of the Man-Made Community Service Award is King David Victory Park.
I immediately fell in love with the place.
What that little school produced is sometimes quite staggering.
It actually grew to be the best little Jewish day school in Johannesburg.
If we're talking about what made King David Victory Park so special, we have to talk about the wolves. They are so synonymous with King David Victory Park.
I started my connection to King David Victory Park in 1969. All that the Board of Education stood for resonated so wonderfully well with my feelings about education. I had found a home in the school, a home away from my own home.
When we took it on, it was only a few years old. Most of the students at that time came from the surrounding suburbs. So it became a real community school. We had great support from the parents, and we had wonderful children to deal with, whether they were academically gifted or not. We nurtured them all. We were supported by wonderful teachers who were loyal, who didn't regard it as a job, but really as a calling. Whether they were Jewish or non-Jewish, it made no difference. It drew the community together. Every day we went to work happily and loved every moment of it.
That passion for Jewish identity was instilled in the most powerful way in a warm, endearing, and proud environment.
All children had the opportunity to shine, whether you wanted to be in the play or into a sports team, and really that helped develop confidence in a lot of children.
We didn't just see a person. When you saw them, you knew exactly who they were and what they were capable of and what they were interested in.
That sense of identifying each and every individual was a unique aspect of King David Victory Park.
Well, Jeffrey, let me say to you, Yisha Koach, you've done a magnificent work at King David Victory Park High School, and I think that your students whom I've met at reunions all over the world have always paid tribute to what you've done for them, you and your wife, Barbara. And it's been my great pleasure to impersonate you from time to time at these reunions because they think so highly of you, and I'm fated royally.
Victory Park's a living organism, and it's helped raise and cultivate generations of incredible human beings who have impacted this community, human beings who've impacted the world.
We produced something like 20 rabbis in the time that we were there.
Rabbi Tatz,
Rabbi Altman, Rabbi Mofson.
I graduated in 1976, and my memories of that whole experience are unbelievable.
Teddy Bletcher,
Once a Parker.
Always a Parker.
Daniel Froelich, one of the first early members of SpaceX.
King David gave me the confidence to believe in myself and really to feel like I'm a part of something that's much bigger. Now I live in South Texas and I work at SpaceX as a mission integration engineer, kind of living my dream job, interfacing with NASA, and I couldn't imagine being here without like the foundation that I got at King David Victory Park.
Lael Bethlehem, she was part of the government. Her sister, Louise, she's a professor at the Hebrew University in Jerusalem.
Laurie Strauss,
Max Price.
Cy Jacobs.
For me, King David Victory Park was an absolute game changer, and I learned a great deal from many of the families that I mixed with, and I think many of those ideas forged my future path.
Michelle Lessus is very heavily involved in education, mainly for the less privileged.
King David Victory Park gave us the space and support to always love learning, express our opinions, and the knowledge that each one of us could reach our full potential.
Oh, and we did have a wonderful singer by the name of Lisa Melman.
Joanne Fedley is a famous author.
King David taught me to question. It taught me to think for myself, to believe in myself, and to trust myself.
Greg Borowski, who's known as Greg Dean, he produced the musical production of Mandela.
This was incredible to see the amount of creativity and passion for the arts that comes through that campus.
Here was the school that was offering so much for pupils to be able to show themselves at their best, besides just the classroom.
I myself wasn't a Victory Parker, but I often wonder what it was in the water that made Parkers just so really, really passionate and in love with that school years after matriculating.
The legacy of Victory Park is the type of people that it raised, the kindness, the critical thinking, the energy, the love for community. It's a place that's always cultivated a sense of responsibility, a sense of purpose.
Taught me discipline and focus. So I really owe a lot to King David.
The legacy remains the students that we taught, that we nurtured. Whatever they learned at Victory Park, they've carried on in their lives. We didn't just pass through that school. It's part of our DNA.
Its impact will last a lifetime. The impact lasts not just in the alumni, but the values they pass on to their children.
Once a Parker, always a Parker.
Once a Parker,
Always a Parker.
once a Parker.
Always a Parker.
I still miss those days at King David Victory Park. It was a really special place.
It's really the end of an era.
You've got to let go. You grasp it for a long time. It gives you all the satisfaction, but there comes a time when you let go.
I do believe that the community will ultimately emerge stronger through this, creating an incredibly strong school system for the future. And we salute Victory Park for everything that it's brought and given the South African Jewish community.
Once a Parker, always a Parker.
I really feel overwhelmed. It's a profound honor to stand here tonight as representatives of our school, a school which served not only the communities around the school, but also the Jewish community as far afield as Florida and Krugersdorp. And as I reflect on our 30-year journey at the school, which became my husband's magnum opus, I'm filled with immense gratitude. Drama schmama, said my father, when I told him I wanted to become an actress. If you can't find anything to do at Wits, you can work at the OK Bazaars. And so my fate was sealed. I became a teacher, I married a teacher, and in 1970, I joined him at the recently established King David Victory Park High. We nurtured the school as a toddler, we saw it through its adolescence, and we derived great nachas when in our last years there, it stood at 560 students, greatly admired as the best little Jewish day school in Johannesburg. Of course, we did not do this alone. Many of our students began their journey at the Rose Gordon pre-primary school and progressed through the pre-primary school and progressed through the primary school before coming to us. And here I would like to pay tribute to the indefatigable Joy Rubin of the pre-primary school and the legendary Barney Myers, whose pupils and staff all remember him so lovingly. I pay tribute to the fine, loyal educators who assisted us in teaching the thousands of special souls that were entrusted to us. We gave them all, including our own 3 children, a home from home. We led by example. We encouraged them to express themselves politely. We taught them to think critically. We disciplined them, and then we sent them out into the world as decent, upright young men and women, proud of their heritage and with a love of Israel. I pay tribute too to the entire community who bought into the concept of a Jewish day school and took such a personal interest in it. Sadly, Victory Park will no longer exist as a campus, but throughout the world, there are leaders in business, in the professions, the sciences, and the arts, many rabbis and community leaders, and a great many doctors, all of them molded within its classrooms. We are so proud of them all, many of them here tonight. And from our interaction with many of them, we know that they did not merely pass through the school. The school passed through them. They continue to carry the spirit and the special ethos of Victory Park wherever they go. Once a Parker, always a Parker. No, I'll stand registered. I'll manage.
I start by underlining Barbara's thanks for the honor we feel in your considering Victory Park worthy of this prestigious award. Thank you too for choosing us as the representatives to accept this award. The closure of King David Victory Park for demographic reasons reminds me of the end of Johannesburg synagogues like the Great Shul in Walman Street, the Berea and Yeovil synagogues, great centers of the surrounding vibrant Jewish communities in their time. Sadness enveloped each of us, just as the demise of King David Victory Park is heartbreaking for Barbara and me. Despite this, in the last few days, I have been comforted by a new thought. Many of you will know that the headmastership of my late brother Elliot at Linksfield, today in fact is the 4th yard site in the English calendar of his sudden passing. His headmastership and my own at Victory Park were simultaneous. These appointments were in total accord with everything else which had happened before in our lives. I'm not talking about mistaken identity here, because that was a common occurrence as well. But we were always in the same class at school and cheder. We majored in the same subject at university. We played the piano and tennis together. We were members of the same Zionist youth movement. In fact, we shared everything in our lives, except, of course, my wife, Barbara. But he certainly was a second father to our 3 children and all our grandchildren, Victory Parkers, except now for the last one, who will move to Linksfield for his final year in matric. The comforting thought is now so relevant for me as I consider the end of Victory Park, our high school he knew as well as I knew Linksfield from our daily calls of the 30-odd years that we were together as joint heads. The amalgamation of the 2 schools fits so neatly together with the completely shared past of our lupine era. For this reason, I have a prescient feeling that Victory Park will be warmly welcomed and integrated as a twin brother in the new one King David, one Ovum again for a shared future. This is my comfort. Thank you very much.